My name is Matt O'Brien, representing Stereo Video between this Catholic Conference matchup between Boston College High School and Malden Catholic High School at the Malden Rink in Malden, Massachusetts. I'd like to first off thanking of friends of Malden Catholic Hockey, Stereo Video, the book 16, Sullivan Tire. I am Matt O'Brien, so bear with me, folks, as I'll be working alongside just with our video and go-to man and man behind the camera, Matt Stereo. And right now we're just getting ready for the starting lineups between Malden Catholic High School coming into this game at 11-0-2 and Boston College High School coming into this game at 11-3-1. We'll just take a moment and listen to the starting lineups.
On defense, number 5, Ryan Shea. Also on defense, number 24, Alec Finn. On left wing, number 4, Kaiser Ray. And at center, number 26, Justin Fine. And at right wing, number 7, Patrick Riley, and the rest of the BC squad, head coach John Flaherty. And now, for your Lancers of MC, first in goal, number 29, Kyle Casey. On defense, number 55, Patrick Harrington. Also on defense, number 9, your captain, Will Lawrence. And at left wing, number 7, alternate captain, Austin Goldstein. And at center, number 12, your captain, Matt Philippe. And at right wing this afternoon, number 8, alternate captain, Jake Wachowski, and the rest of the MC squad, head coach John McLean. This time, we ask you please stand and remove your caps as we honor the playing of our national anthem.
Well, both lineups have been introduced. We're going to have center for Malden Catholic, Matt Philippe, centering Jake Wachowski, and left wing and alternate captain, Austin Goldstein. And on defense for the Lancers will be Patrick Harrington and Will Lawrence. And in net will be Boxford's finest, Kyle Casey. And in net will be, and a familiar name, I'm sure, for those of you Boston College Eagles fans, Brandon Payson, a junior from Somerville, Ryan Shea, who will be honorably mentioned, who committed to Northeastern, as well as Matt Philippe from Malden Catholic. So in a year, those two will be sitting on the same bench and on the same locker room. And as well as a commit, a Merrimack Division I Hockey East commit, will be Patrick Kramer. Patrick Kramer is senior from Bridgewater. And for the starting lineups of Boston College, if you didn't hear it through the loudspeaker, Justin Feen, a senior from Cohasset, and on his right will be Patrick Riley, and Kaiser Ray will be on the left wing. There's just a little delay while the door over there in the corner gets going, and on defense we will have Alec Flynn, and right when we said Ryan Shea, the Northeastern Division I. Here we go. We have the top number 2 and the number 1 and the number 3 in the Massachusetts State, ready to go. Harrington now. Harrington will get it up the boards in the neutral ice now. Back in the Boston College zone. That's number 4, Kaiser Ray. Ray going to catch it over, dump it in. He's going to dump it behind Casey now. Harrington goes. He's going to wrap it around the boards. And it's now that time is got up by Wachowski. Wachowski throws it across ice. And that time, Paysan's just going to play it off to his left. Shot up that time by Shea. Kept in that time by Wachowski. Number 24, Flynn will now take it on the near side boards. He's going to get it up to neutral ice and back down to the Boston College High School zone. As now we have Riley. Riley's just going to get it in. That's Matt Chula. Matt Chula now over to the the far side. Chula's going to take it all the way across the edge to the near side. He's going to get it up that time for White. White's going to get it in, but we're going to have an offside call. And that time, Adams tried to feed Botticelli. And I think Botticelli was just one step over the blue line. We got Kramer and Botticelli taking the draw now. Botticelli wins it handedly. Dumped in now, right behind Payson. We have a freshman, number 3. A shot on Pezant, save, rebound save again. At that time, Jason Dubé just lost hand of the puck. And now we're going to have a quick whistle that time as Pezant went to go cover it up. Although the referee, once you lose sight of the puck, you got to blow the whistle. So Jason Dubé, a freshman from Weymouth, which really is uncommon for a freshman at this level, especially in the Catholic Conference Division I high school hockey, to be playing on varsity. But I've heard good things from it. As now Shea, he's going to wrap it up to the near side boards that time. Noonan now up to Duffy. Duffy takes a hard hit that time by Harrington, and he'll get it on, and we're going to have a whistle. Now we're going to have Malden Catholic's Collins centering Goldstein and Cam Walter. And for BC High, we're going to have Tim LaRock as he just gets kicked out of the faceoff. Now Noonan's going to be centering LaRock and Duffy. That time won by Malden Catholic Collins. Collins now takes it on the far side. He's hit that time by Duffy. Trying to dig it out there, but Shea keeping it in. Nice work that time by Shea, and now it's brought all the way back out to number 24, Alec Flynn. Flynn's going to lose the puck, try to get it up to Duffy. Duffy now regains control, just backhands it in. Played very nicely that time by Kyle Casey. Played on the far side boards. As time is up to, or he tried that time to feed, I believe that was Walter, and no success there. Ryan Shea, Northeastern commits. He's going to take it, passes it to the near side. He's going to give that time to Riley. Riley's going to get it in, but loses control of the puck. And now it's taken by Witowski. First line out there for MC. Comes down to the far side. He's going to look for a drop. Nice play that time by number 21 from Malden Catholic, Chris Hopkins. Hopkins now take it behind the net. Hopkins backhands it this time to Chula. Chula regains control of the corner. He's going to take it to the far side to Hopkins. Now back behind the net to Chula. Chula now up for Goldstein, and they're going to say that it's going to be icing, but Pezant's going to play it. As that time it's just played to the near side corner there. Number 2, that's Billy Roach. He's going to get it to his partner, Dubé. Dubé now trying to wrap it around the boards, can't do it. Gets it up to Roach. Roach up to Nisbet. Nisbet's going to dump it in there, and that's going to be icing, stoppage of play. The masterminds behind this team, Boston College High, is John Flaherty, class of '88, the head coach. He was the head coach when I was in high school. And just to his left on the other side is, I'm going to get that in a minute, is head coach John McLean. Now we have Brandon White is going to win that faceoff. Shot that time by Chula, no success. And that time it's on Pezant. Shea brings it around the boards. He's taken down, no call. As Duffy will now get it up. And that time Lawrence is just going to dump it in. Shea thought about taking it around the boards. Passes it up the middle this time. It's to Simeon. Simeon now, he's going to get it to Nisbet. Simeon's going to battle in the corner now, wrap it around to Nisbet. Nisbet around the far side. He's got, throws it right out in front, almost went through the pads that time of Casey. Now up to neutralize to Shea. Shea spinning around, trying to create some opportunities here. Shea's going to leave it that time, or try to leave it that time, to Schiffman. But that time Nisbet just picks it up, tries to throw it on the boards, and here comes Lawrence, I believe. He's going to get a shot, and we're going to have a stoppage of play. So with roughly about 4 minutes and 3 seconds into play, 0-0 on both sides. Again, Malden Catholic coming into the game undefeated at 11-0-2. Also, last time these two faced, they defeated Boston College High School. It was 2-0. This time that face-off is won by Boston College. Number 6, Evitz. Evitz tries to feed Noonan that time. Now you have battling that time is Noonan. Excuse me, not Noonan, Evitz. Now it's over to the far side. We have Flynn. This time battling with Shea. And Walter now coming in here, tries to flip it up. I thought he got a piece of that, should have been a high stick. Now all the way over to Yankopoulos. Yankopoulos tried to get it up that time, but it's offsides. An unusual feature of the referees, one of them I believe is wearing a GoPro. I don't even see the screens turned on, so I don't know if he knows even how to turn it on or what, but we got our own stereo video here if you want to watch the puck. And anyway, in any event, almost a shot that time, just wide at time of Payson. And now battling on neutral ice. Here comes the top line from Malden Catholic. Goldstein now tries to pass, absorbs the hit. Here comes Matt Philippe. Philippe tries to dangle, can't do it. Lawrence gets a shot off just to the left of Payson. Here comes Witowski. Now Witowski leaving and trying to cycle it for Philippe. Goldstein's going to get his nose dirty in there. Now this time it's just flipped up, kept in. Nice job by Harrington. Witowski tries to feed Philippe down low, and that's unsuccessful. Icing is waved off here, so here comes Harrington. Harrington, number 55, he's going to get up to Witowski. Witowski banks it off the boards to Philippe. It is in the zone, but knocked out back to neutral ice. Here comes Lawrence. And here comes number 12. That's going to be Nisbet. Nisbet's going to get a shot, but that's also wide. Battling on the boards. I believe we're going to have a penalty coming up on Malden Catholic for tripping, as Alec Flynn tried to get it up to neutral ice, but number 9 and captain for Malden Catholic, Will Lawrence, just got his feet. So we're going to have our first power play of the game with 9:17 left in the first period. We're going to have Collins wins the face-off that time, but it's brought back up to Newt. Here's Nisbet with a shot saved by Kyle Casey. And Malden Catholic's going to get a change here. We're going to have Matthew Philippe, Austin Goldstein, and I believe that's Harrington across the ice with Matthew Chula. And Philippe will win the face-off again. And just quick shot that time by Billy Roach, just over. Now we have Ryan Shea. He's going to move it up to Kramer. Over to Shea. Shea down low this time, and that's Schiffman. Schiffman couldn't backhand it towards the front of the net. Schiffman regains control. Schiffman up to Ryan Shea. Shea's got it. Shea now over to Kramer. Kramer gets a shot off. That shot's blocked, and that's knocked out of the zone by Matthew Philippe. Payson's going to come out to play it. Malden Catholic changing up. And here comes Philippe. Or excuse me, that's not Philippe, that's Nisbet. Nisbet now tries to make a move, and that's again knocked out, and that's going to hit the Malden Catholic bench. Boston College now changing up. We're going to have Justin Collins out there taking the draw with Nick Botticelli, Matthew Yankopoulos. We're going to have Shea on the point. That's nicely won that time by Tim LaRock. Nice backhand feed by Flynn. And Noonan going to get it down low. He's battling that time by LaRock. LaRock gets a shot on net. Follows his shot, no good. Now it's taken down to the near side. Right there on the back door, couldn't feed it that time, or fed it, but unsuccessful. Noonan gets another chance, and that's shot deflected wide. Collins is going to shoot it out. Gets to neutral ice. We have Alec Flynn over to Shea. Shea now to Noonan. Noonan on the near side. He's going to wrap it up this time, and that's a shot across by Kaiser Ray. Here's Witowski now. Malden Catholic is getting a change. But here comes LaRock. LaRock's got a little room to get a little shot off here. And that time he tried to feed Duffy. No good. Rock. Big hit that time across the ice with Witowski. Now here comes Billy Roach. Billy Roach is just going to try to flip it in. Knocked back by Harrington. Goes right to Roach. Roach has got a little room. Winds up. Shot is wide and goes up into the nets. 7:16 to go. Malden Catholic just killed off a penalty. No score. Again, we have two of the top teams in Massachusetts. I believe Malden Catholic is now number 1, and Boston College High School is now, or excuse me, Boston College High School is number 1, and or MC is number 1, I apologize. MC, BC, CM, X, SJP. I mean, they're all the same. Yeah, I was SJP. And this time we're going to get Patrick Riley taking the draw against Justin Collins. That time is won by Collins. I don't think I've seen Collins lose a faceoff tonight. Wrapped around the near side boards. That's for Feen. Feen tries to feed it out front, can't do it. Now it's taken up this time by White. Loses the control here. Here comes Justin Feen. Feen now tries to feed it out front for Riley. It's taken by Simeon now, and he can't control it. Knocked back into the zone. Taking it now is Hopkins. Hopkins onto the near side to Chula. Chula's going to knock it in. Shea's going to take it around the net. Shea's going to stop. Now he's going to take it up the far side. He finds his man Nisbet. Nisbet's going to take him wide. He's going to take Harrington wide. Tries to feed out front. Great save that time by Casey. And here come the Lancers. Philippe is now by himself as the Lancers needed a change, and Pazant's just going to knock that out of harm's way. Shea behind the net that time. Now you have Kramer try to deal with it, and Nisbet tries to get it past Harrington. Harrington over to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Harrington. He's going to move up to neutral ice. He's going to get it to Goldstein, and Goldstein's just going to tip it in. Now battling there is Schiffman. Over to Shea. Shea up to, to Nisbet, and he was looking for Simeon, and Simeon looked the other way. Now Boston College is going to get a change. Lawrence to the near side to Goldstein. Goldstein's going to take him right. He's going to drop it for Philippe. Philippe tries to feed Jake Witowski, and that one is deflected up into the roof. And I hope they shoveled the roof. .5:33 left to play in the first period. We're going to have Nick Bocelli taking the draw against LaRock. LaRock wins that one, but Bocelli walks right through LaRock, and he's going to gain control. Now up to Yankopoulos. Yankopoulos down low to, that's Bocelli, and I believe he was trying to look for Brandon White, and Brandon White must have slipped and fell. Here comes Duffy. Duffy's going to try to flip it in, but that's knocked down by Shula, and now taking it up. Now here comes number 2, that is Jack Adams, still has control, throws it on the ice. That's stopped by LaRock. Good hustle that time by number 2, Jack Adams from Boxford, Massachusetts. Now battling on the near side, up the glass. Shula's going to keep it in. That's deflected wide. Good block that time by LaRock to absorb the puck. Duffy's going to dump it in. And that is going to be an icing, as he was just a few feet in front of center ice. I'd like to also thank again Serio Video for allowing me to broadcast this game. Friends of Malden Catholic Hockey, Sullivan Tire, and the Book 16. Right now, Collins once again wins the faceoff. Lawrence gets a shot on net, but that's just deflected over that time of Pazant. And now try to wrap it in. Collins keeps that puck in. And we're going to have Dubé. He's going to get it over to Shea. Now it's up to neutral ice to Goldstein. Goldstein was looking for number 26, Justin Feen. Feen was looking the other way. Lawrence now tries to feed number 5, Corey Goldstein. Corey's unable to control it. And we're going to get a change of both sides. So 4:06 left to play. No score between Boston College High School and Malden Catholic High School. BC High sending out Patrick Kramer, Nisbet, and Simeon. And now the battling in the corner that time is now Hopkins. Hopkins can't get it. Simeon now has got it in the corner, looking for someone out front. Deflected wise. This time it's, tried to kept in that time by Alec Flynn. He'll go to the near side to Billy Roach. Roach is just going to dump it in. Hopkins now is going to play it behind Casey. Up to Goldstein. Goldstein just tried to chip it out. Can't do it. This time Philippe tries to chip it out. Still tapped in the Malden Catholic goal, and finally it's kept out. Here comes Witowski. Witowski tries to feed Philippe, but that's picked up by Nisbet. And Nisbet's going to now try to take it wide. He's got Simeon, and Simeon loses control. Simeon gets the puck around behind the boards. He's kind of hit from behind by Philippe. No call that time. Simeon in the corner. Now he is up to Evitz, and Evitz just tries to take a quick snap, and that's deflected over the Malden Catholic goalie, Kyle Casey. .308 left to play. Now we have number 25, LaRock. It's going to be centering Noonan and Duffy. This one's kept in by Evitz. Down low to Noonan. Duffy. Back into Noonan, and that one's just shot just wide. Shea, he's going to bank it off the boards to try to keep it in. LaRock's going to keep it in. He's going to see Duffy, and Duffy tries to see Noonan, but that's a good defensive play that time by Harrington. And now it's deflected up into the neutral zone. Here comes Duffy. Duffy's going to try to cut towards the middle and get a shot. That's again blocked by Harrington. Still kept in the Malden Catholic zone. BC High is now going to get a change. Lawrence behind the net. Lawrence looking for an open man. He's got, that's nice pick that time by number 4, Kaiser Ray. Ray taking on the near side, tries to feed Fiend that time, and that's no good. Fiend now battling in the corner. Harrington's going to take it. Harrington and Kaiser Ray is just trying to deflect it, and we got a stoppage of play. The net's dislodged there, so 2:08 left. BC High 0, Malden Catholic 0. This time we're going to have Justin Fiend with Kaiser Ray on his right and Patrick Riley to his left, along with freshman defense Jason Dubai and Billy Roach. Kaiser Ray tries to take a shot right off the draw. It's deflected out of the zone. Last time Dubé couldn't make a play at the boards. And now you got Cam Walter who just throws it at the net. Or I believe Cam actually ended up giving it to Justin Collins, and Collins got it on net. And you're going to have a quick change here by both sides. You have Matthew Philippe. He'll be centering Jake Witowski and Goldstein, with Schuler and Yankopoulos on the defense. And Schuler's going to get one through, and that's just tipped wide as Shea will now fire it up the boards on a hard pass. But it worked out, because here comes number 14. He's going to try to feed Ian Murphy that time, and that was no good. Simeon tries his shot, no good. Couldn't find number 24 there for BC High, Alec Flynn. Now it's up to Ian Coppolis. Good pressure that time by Murphy. Great pressure this time by Murphy. Murphy now battling in the corner. 1:15 left to play. Now it comes out to Philippe. Over to Goldstein. Goldstein now still able to get it up to Philippe. Still holding on control. Tries to find Witowski and couldn't. And a great stoppage of play and a great cover by Brandon Payson, a junior from Somerville, Massachusetts. 1:06 left to play. We're going to have number 25, LaRock, taking the draw against Botticelli. One handling that time by LaRock over to the near side. Battling in the corner, Brandon White. Botticelli now coming around. LaRock, he's taken down by Botticelli, no call. Now Dubé, he's going to get it up that time for, Connor Noonan. LaRock now, he's going to spin. Spinning away this time for number 2 on Malden Catholic, Jack Adams. And that time is going to be dumped in, almost an alley-oop pass that time by Billy Roach. Up to the near side. Number 14 for MC, Brandon White can't control it. We may have an ice, and that's exactly what we're going to have. So for the last 23 seconds, you're going to have what I would assume BC High's top line of Patrick Riley, Kramer, and Kaiser Ray. Taking the draw, nice win that time by Matthew Philippe. Witowski now tries to get it up. Can't handle a shot on net. Deflected wide. Battle out front, 10 seconds left. It's Chula now. He's going to try to, as you can hear the Malden Catholic coaches telling him to eat it, and hold on to it. Waste more time. And it's that time is going to be shot out of play by, I believe, is Witowski. So that is the end of our first period. BC High 0, Malden Catholic 0. I'm Matt O'Brien representing Stereo Video. I'm going solo today, folks. We're missing our color guy of Paul McNamara. Unfortunately, he had to work. He works at St. John's Prep, and since it's been about 2 days of school in the last 3 weeks, I think he's got some work to catch up to. So we'll be back for second period action. Welcome back for second period action between BC High and Malden Catholic High School. I'm Matt O'Brien representing Stereo Video. I'd like to also thank the friends of Malden Catholic Hockey, Sullivan Tire, the Book 16, and Mr. Stereo himself and Paul McNamara for allowing me to broadcast this game. So first period action, we had no score. We had a few opportunities for Malden Catholic as they went on the power play. Matthew Philippe, Jake Witowski, and Austin Goldstein in the top line for Malden Catholic High School. And on the pair of defense with Pat Harrington and Will Lawrence, we have Kyle Casey out of Boxford representing the Lancers in net. And to start us off for BC High, we have Justin Feen, not Brandon Payson. He's the goaltender for BC High. That's Kaiser Ray. And across is Patrick Riley. Now Ryan Shea get the puck up. Witowski now gets it. Get it over Harrington. Far side, Goldstein will knock it in. Philippe does a nice job of beating Shea to the puck. Riley will now get it up for Kaiser Ray. Gonna try to dangle. And he's going to lose it that time, and him and Lawrence say hello to each other, just letting them know that they're always there for each other. Now this time it's going to be taken around Alec Flynn. Flynn is going to absorb a nice hit by Philippe. Billy Roach is going to knock it up the near side boards. Lawrence just going to knock it right around. Here comes Philippe. He's battling. Philippe is coming out. Lancers are picking up the physical play here in the start of the second period. As now Witowski has it along the near side boards. Battling now, gets the puck out, is Lawrence over to Harrington. Harrington to the far side boards this time for Kramer. And Kramer gets it, but he's tripped up. And Malden Catholic High School is going to go on the power play. So with 1 minute and 14 seconds into the period, we're going to have a penalty on Alec Flynn, senior from Bridgewater. He's going to go into the box for 1 minute and 30 seconds for tripping. And the Lancers are going to get their first power play of the game. Now over to Lawrence. Lawrence now to Shula. That time's down low for Adams. Over to Shula. Now back that time for number 17. That would be Thomas Albert. And Shula now is going to take it around the net. He's going to try to hold off. Number 14 is Kramer. Kramer now Shea. Backpedaling a little bit over to Billy Roach, and Roach is going to flip it up. And Shula will just catch it with his glove hand, and he'll just wrap it around. That's a nice play that time by number 2, Jack Adams, as he's battling in the corner with Billy Roach, also number 2 for BC High. Adams now just cycles it down low. That time to Botticelli. Now over. Actually, excuse me, number 7, that's Riley. He's going to chip it out. That's going to be played by goaltender Kyle Casey. Behind the net, that's going to be Will Lawrence. Lawrence taking his time. Lawrence going to skate it right up the middle. Lawrence now over to Goldstein. Goldstein's going to take a quick shot on that. Rebound by Witkowski, and he almost hit the side of the net. He's going to get another opportunity here. The shot just blocked, and that time is going to still not out as Filippo over to Harrington. Harrington takes a shot, and that's going to be deflected and out of play. Jake Witkowski, a senior of Melrose, Massachusetts, had an opening, and it looked like one of those ones that you thought went in, but it hit the side of the net. So Brandon Payson getting a little luck of the Irish. Lawrence now over to Harrington with a big bomb, and that's just wide of Payson. Tries the rebound by Witkowski, and we're going to have a slashing call. I believe we're going to have Jake Witkowski going to the boxes. He actually snapped freshman Jason Dubé from Weymouth, his stick right in half. So I'm sure Jason's father's pretty happy about that. That's a new $200 stick, probably. Go to Pure Hockey right now and get it. We're going to have Patrick Kramer, and I believe that is number 7, Goldstein, as Kramer wins the draw. He's going to go over to Simeon. Simeon tries to feed Kramer across the ice, and Shea unable to handle it, as Payson is just going to shoot it up. But nobody that time, as Lawrence will now dump it back. Payson plays it behind the net. Shea's just going to soft pass it up that time to Kramer. But Collins now will take it, and he'll just throw it back down. Already a minute gone, 30 seconds gone in this power play. Shea will take it up to Philippe. Philippe taking it wide, protecting the puck from Collins to Simeon. Simeon's going to spin around. He's going to try to feed Kramer that time, and that was a nice deflection by Philippe. And here comes Collins. If he gets there, no success there. We're going to have an offsides call. 41 seconds remaining in this power play for BC High. But Malden Catholic has done a great job killing off this penalty. We have Justin Collins taking the draw. I don't think he's lost one yet. He's going to go against LaRock, and there he goes. Collins, smooth as silk. I think he's about 5 for 5 on faceoffs. And here he is again, taking the puck and throwing it back down. And here comes Ryan Shea behind the net. Ryan going to look for some real estate here. Here he comes, up to LaRock. LaRock going to take it to the near side. He's going to look for Riley down low. He's battling that time with Ian Kalopoulos. That's a tongue twister. Kaiser Ray now going to take it. Kaiser Ray. He's going to leave it this time for Noonan. Noonan down low to Riley. Riley tries to feed it across, and that's deflected wide. Here comes Witkowski. Witkowski tries to get it out, can't, and it's going to have an offsides call as Shea was unable to keep the puck in the zone. So 4 minutes and 24 seconds into the second period. We have penalties on both sides. Still nothing. That time is run by Kramer. Down low to Flynn. Flynn's just going to flick it in. Up the near side board. Kramer cuts back. Nice shot. Backhander save that time by Kyle Casey. Now battling down low is Thomas Albert. Albert battling on the near side boards. Excuse me, that's number 17. That's CJ Marshall. I apologize. CJ Marshall is battling on the near side boards. Malden Catholic putting up their top line now again of Philippe, Goldstein, and Witkowski. And they're going to have Lawrence and Harrington. And you're going to have Kramer, CJ Marshall, and Murphy for BC High. With Shea and Evitz now on the ice. Over to Goldstein and Evitz. And my personal opinion, he took one too many extra steps that time on Goldstein. Thank God he's all right. No call on the play. Murphy now Marshall now gonna battle. Kramer looking that time for Murphy. Murphy's gonna it's gonna be a foot race for Harrington. And ref is waving off the call, and now Harrington just took a nice little hit from C.J. Marshall. Philippe come down and puts it right past Brandon Payson. Definitely using Ryan Shea as a screen, and it looked like it did either deflect off Shea's stick or maybe even Paysan's stick, but in any event, it is 1-0 Malden Catholic as Matthew Philippe out of Linfield, Massachusetts puts his team on top of 1-0. So with 9:38 left to go in the second period, Matthew Philippe, the senior captain from Malden Catholic, is on the board. And no surprise there. Now battling the corner, and that time Justin Collins now battling. Now it's up there that time for Dubé. Dubé absorbs a nice hit, that time from White. That is White, yep. Gets it up to number 5 this time. And that is, can't find it, it's Goldstein. Goldstein now. Over to Chulo. Chulo now up for Hopkins. Here comes Brandon Kaiser. He's hooked up that time by Goldstein. Kaiser still battling, and now Collins now. Collins will get it up for Goldstein. Goldstein over to Cam Walter. Walter now going to take it wide, just going to throw it at Paysan. And Paysan's just going to have that deflected wide. Riley tries to get it up, no cigar. And Dubé is just going to throw it blindly behind the net. Here comes Riley. Riley knocked off his feet that time by number 28, 6, Botticelli. Roach now throws it behind the net for BC High. Battling his freshman Dubé. They still can't get it out. Dubé now regains control. Dubé is going to softly throw it across the ice to Kaiser Ray. Ray tries to cut in, but that's a nice defensive play by Harrington. On the far side boards now. Trying to get it up. Now this time is taken and neutral ice by number 25, LaRock. He's going to feed it to Flynn, and Flynn's going to get it in. Played this time by Casey. Casey's going to wrap it around the boards. Noonan battling with number 14, and LaRock just dumps Harrington from behind, and I think LaRock knows very well that he's going to be going to the box. 1-0 Malden Catholic on a goal scored by Matthew Philippe, senior forward from Linfield, Massachusetts. Last time these two played, it was Malden Catholic. It was at PC High. It was 2-0. And Flaherty is still arguing with the referee about a call that on the last penalty. I don't know what he's arguing, because Harrington almost lost his head on that one. This time Goldstein's going to win the faceoff over to Harrington. Harrington at the top. He's going to get a shot. That's deflected wide. Witkowski now in the corner. He's going to backhand it around the net. Goldstein now has control. Over to Witkowski. Up top to Harrington. Harrington's just going to quick wrister, and that's going to be deflected into the netting. So from Malden Catholic, we have on there Jeff DeMichaels from Reading, Massachusetts. Goldstein taking the faceoff against Riley. Goldstein wins again. Shot back to Harrington. Quick pass to Philippe, back to Harrington. Now on the far side, Witkowski. Just going to wrap it around the boards. And it looks like it hit the Zamboni door there, but Goldstein tries to feed out front. Nice play by Shea. Shea now battling with DeMichaels. Shea tries to get it up, hit Philippe in the chest. And here we come. Here comes number 26. That's Fiend. Fiend is going to get pickpocketed by Philippe, and Philippe's going to turn up the Jets. Philippe is the only guy that scores in the game. Philippe with a shot, saved by Paysan. Harrington now going to keep it in, wrapping around the boards. Here comes Witkowski. Witkowski, eyes wide open, trying to feed somebody. It's Harrington, and Harrington's going to get a shot up, but deflected wide. Number 2, Adams, just going to turn around and try to flip it in. And that's taken by Flynn, and he's just going to backhand it. 17 seconds remaining on the power play for Malden Catholic. Philippe went to shoot it, and I guess his stick broke. Anyway, we had, Kaiser Ray tried to feed out Kramer, and Ray now is just going to try to throw it out blindly this time, and that's taken by Brandon White. Behind the net now for Harrington. Jack Adams is going to absorb a hit. And now this time it's finally out of there. As Lawrence now going to wrap around to the far side. Kept in that time by Billy Roach for BC High. Casey just swiping it away. Lawrence battling with that stick. The referee's got to get that broken stick out of the way. Jack Adams over to Harrington on the the far side. He's going to wrap it around. Adams by himself for a second, absorbs the hit, tries to gain control. Here comes LaRock. LaRock out of the box, fresh legs for BC High. Here comes Duffy. Duffy's just going to dish it to Billy Roach. And Roach is going to throw it, but it's going to get back into Malden Catholic. Now, here comes Botticelli. Botticelli cuts to the middle, shoots. Nice shot save by that time by Brandon Pizzan. Now we have number 13, that's Cam Walter battling. He's going to get it behind the net to, that time, Jack Adams. We have Dubé winning that battle, getting off to Duffy. Duffy's going to softly dump it in. We're going to get a change here for BC High. We're going to get the Kramer line out there. Here comes Chula, the senior. He's going to dump it in, and he's going to do his own forechecking for a change. Nice job by Chula. Tries to flip it out and couldn't hit nobody home, and Walter was too close to the boards on that one. Ryan Shea, pace definitely picking up here in the last 6 or 7 minutes ever since the goal by Matthew Philippe to make it 1-0 Malden Catholic. That time here comes Nesbitt now. Nesbitt battling over there now to Simeon. Now up a shot. Tip. Rebound. No good. We had a battle between Chula and Philippe out front. Kept in this time by Schiffman. And that puck is now taken by who else? Justin Collins. Face-off King. And now it's wrapped around the net for Chula. Over to the far side. That's time for Cam Walter. And Shea steps up, makes a play. Here comes Ian Coppolis. Ian Coppolis. He's going to take it and he's just going to wrap it around the boards. Over to Shea. Shea to Schiffman. Up the near side boards to number 26. That's Fiend. And Nisbet tried to get some control there, but lost his stick. Up to Kaiser Ray, shot. That's deflected wide by Harrington. Ray sets up behind the net. Tries to beat Fiend with a rebound, no good. And now here comes Goldstein, loses the puck, now picks up by Wintowski. Nice defensive play that time by Alec Flynn. Up for Kaiser Ray, possibly a 2-on-1 to Fiend, shot! Save right off the mask! So Kyle Casey with a big save here with 3 minutes left to go in the second period, and the pressure is still on. And a great defensive play that time by Witowski. Jake Witowski with 2 big blocks off of Billy Roach. And Goldstein's just going to knock it in. Pazan's going to play it. And that time it's going to give it up to Kaiser Ray. Kaiser Ray walking in, gets a quick shot, but Casey cuts down the eagle. So battling in the corner here, 2:45 left to play. Quick shot, another save by Casey. Wrapped around by Kaiser Ray, wide open net for a split second there. And Riley was unable to play it. Over to the far side corner. Picked up that time by Duffy. Now Brandon White will handle it. Brandon White will cut back. White will just throw it around the boards to Lawrence that time. Lawrence is going to let Adams play it. Adams can't get it out. Now you have Duffy trying to feed Noonan out front. Can't go it. And now Jack Adams finally gets it out of there. Here comes Brandon White. Brandon White's going to try to get around Shea. Shea's just going to pin him against the boards there. Now here comes Noonan up to Duffy. Duffy now to Noonan. And that's going to be knocked back in. Now played by the freshman Jason Dubé. Dubé is going to throw it. I was hearing some icing calls, but it was deflected off by a Lancer, so it's not going to be icing. I'm sorry. Here comes Collins. Collins going to use his speed. Collins, that time over to Adams. Now it's up for Simeon. Now here he comes. That is Nisbet. Over to Kramer, and a glove save, that time by Kyle Casey. So plenty of action here in the last, definitely 4 minutes of this second period. 1:29 left to go. Kyle Casey on a big save right off his face mask. So that's one way to use your head, Kyle. A sophomore out of Oxford, Massachusetts. Playing against the number 2 or 3 team in the state. I didn't see the polls. In the event, Nisbet's going to be battling that time with Shula. Witowski, the first top line out there for Malden Catholic. And here comes Kramer. Kramer at neutral ice. He's going to use his backhand. Nobody there to control it. Over to Shula. Shula to Harrington. Harrington's going to look for Witowski. Witowski unable to control it, probably just use it as a tip. He's going to be battling that time with Alec Flynn. If you didn't hear that, I mean, I don't know how you didn't, because we're right beneath the speaker, but 1 minute to go in the second period. Malden Catholic 1, BC High nothing, and we're going to have an offsides call. And some jibber-jabber between Kramer and Harrington. Probably just wanted to know what they got on each other's SAT scores, if you ask me. We're going to have Fiend and a little too early on that time by the referee, or didn't look like Malden Catholic was ready. Anyway, you got Fiend and Philippe. Philippe's going to win that draw. 45 seconds remaining. Lawrence is just going to flip it in. Now it's going to be taken by Dubé. Dubé now over for Shea. Shea now is going to be tipped up to Pazan. Or excuse me, not Pazan, Kaiser Ray. Shea going to regain control. Shea, it's going to be stayed onside by that time by Fiend, but a good defensive play by Lawrence. Kaiser Ray trying to regain control. 20 seconds remaining now. Back to Shea. Shea trying to find some open. Dubé. Now cross ice pass. Got time to Kaiser Ray. Now it's going to be played by Shulo behind the net. Battling that time with Fiend and Shulo. Malden Catholic just trying to keep it in there, keep it in the corner. And they will run out the clock. And that'll do it for our second period action. My name is Matt O'Brien, coming to you from Malden, Massachusetts. After one, we had Matthew Philippe from Linfield, Massachusetts, put the Lancers on the board to make it 1-0, and it's been the same story ever since. I'd like to thank Stereo Video, Sullivan Tire, the Book 16, and Friends of Malden Catholic Hockey. And play MyHockeyLive. That's one I forgot to mention. I apologize. I'm going off of just pure memory from 5 minutes before the game here. But we will be right back for the third period action between BC High and Malden Catholic High School. I'm Matt O'Brien representing Stereo Video. 1-0 Lancers at the end of 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for third period action between BC High and Malden Catholic High in Malden, Massachusetts. I'd like to first thank MyHockeyLive.com for allowing us to stream these games live to your computer, your iPhone, laptop, and I'm sure any other device out there that I haven't thought of or created yet. But anyway, after 2 periods, we had Malden Catholic 1, BCI nothing on a goal from Matt Philippe. No surprise there. The senior captain from Linfield, Massachusetts, put it past Brandon Payzant. And then in the second half of the second period, it was pretty actually one-sided. It was all BC High. BC High getting some great shots on Kyle Casey, a sophomore from Boxford, Massachusetts, and Casey making some beautiful saves, and one that went right off his face mask, and I kind of paused for a second to make sure that he was all right. But that's one way to use your head, as I mentioned that before. Third period about to get ready to start in about a few minutes here. I'm Matt O'Brien representing Serio Video. We'd like to also thank Friends of Malden Catholic Hockey, Sullivan Tire, the Book 16, and please go on to MyHockeyLive.com and you can sign up, register, and watch all the high school hockey games, as this is number 1 in the state versus number 3 in the state, if I am correct in saying that. But in any event, we still have a hockey game and 15 minutes left to play. Malden Catholic up on top thanks to Matthew Philippe. 1-0. And we're getting set to go. And we're going to have for BCI Kramer centering Nisbet and Simeon, along with Shea and Flynn on defense. And the top line for Malden Catholic will be Philippe, Goldstein, Witowski with Harrington and Lawrence on the defense. And Kramer's now battling in the corner with Harrington. And we're already going to have a penalty, and I believe it's going to go on 55. Patrick Harrington, as he's going to go in the box. I believe that's going to be a roughing call. So right away, BC High couldn't ask for anything more. They're going to be going on the power play. As it tries to backdoor at that time is Billy Roach. But Kyle Casey making the play. Shea now spinning, trying to find some open. Getting it over to Nisbet. Nisbet, he's going to try to battle. He's going to try to take it deep. Felipe's just going to slap it out. Still can't get it out. Billy Roach now over to Simeon. Simeon in the corner. Coach yelling for him to move it. Shea over to Nisbet that time with a shot. That's blocked. And Lawrence will now bank it off and go all the way down the other end of the ice as MC will now get a change. Brandon Payson shoots it right up the ice, and it's going to be an offsides as Simeon was caught off guard there. Couldn't get back in time. 40 seconds remaining in the power play for BC High. BC High down 1. BC High coming into this game of 11-0-2. Excuse me, I'm reading Malden Catholic. Malden Catholic is 11-0-2. BC High coming into this game 11-3-1. And one of those 3 losses was to Malden Catholic. Witowski now taking the draw against LaRock. One by LaRock there. Shea gonna take it around the net. Shea looking up for LaRock. LaRock gonna find Kaiser Ray near side. Tried to leave it for Doonan, but it's fired back down. Now wrapped around the board. Shea keeps it in. Over with Riley. Riley gonna get it back up to Shea. Shea, fake a shot. Shea now wrists it on net. Rebound, still loose. Saved by Casey, still loose. And this time Riley trips up and able to regain control. Shea now back to Riley. Riley now down low for Kaiser Ray. Behind the net to Riley. Riley's being battled that time with Lawrence. Now Riley will spin, hit by Lawrence. Kaiser Ray tries to feed LaRock out front, can't do it. Here comes Collins battling with LaRock, and LaRock is going to give him a little push from behind, and he's going to go to the box for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Good pressure that time by BC High. However, Kyle Casey has shut the door against the number 3 team in the state with 12:57 remaining in the 3rd period, and now Malden Catholic is going to get their opportunity to go on the power play. We're going to have Tom Sullivan out there on the power play for Malden Catholic. That time, good draw, one by Goldstein up to Harrington, across to Philippe. Philippe shot, I believe that was blocked that time, as Sullivan now feeds Goldstein. Goldstein to Witowski, over to Harrington. Harrington down low to Witowski. Witowski's just going to wrap it around. He's going to get picked up this time by Goldstein, and it's just a funny bounce, and Riley loses his footing. Philippe up to Harrington, across to Witowski. Witowski's going to carry it in. Witowski's going to wind up that time shot, and that's going to be deflected off a goaltender junior Brandon Payson and into the netting. took a funny bounce over there with Riley. Patrick Riley, a senior from Weymouth, with Goldstein, and Riley was able to pick it up, but then Riley lost his footing at neutral ice. Harrington going to take a shot, that's going to be wide. Travel-Masoma, bank shot there, and there it is! And I believe that's Tom Sullivan that's going to put the puck in the net for the Lancers as they go up 2-0. Harrington, I believe, purposely put that puck wide, and Austin Goldstein got it on the left side of Brandon Pazot, and he just put it right on net, and it went right to Tom Sullivan of Burlington, Massachusetts, to put his team up by 2 goals. Now the pressure may pick up for BC High here, as now they're down by 2 goals with 12 minutes left to play. And they're putting on a line of number 17, CJ Marshall, Mitch Grenier, and here comes Botticelli. Botticelli's going to wrap it around, but Shea will now pick it up, and here comes Ian Murphy just plowing his way through. And number 9, Lawrence, is going to get it up this time to Brendan White, excuse me. Jack Adams will now get it in. Pazant can't play it around the board. Now battling in the corner is going to be Shea Flynn, and it's now go over to the far side corner. And Grenier now trying to get it up. Can't. Goes for the block. Not successful there. And have a offside there. Or excuse me, actually hit a BC High player on the bench, so the face-off will take place. Probably, I would assume, to the left of Pazant. Tom Sullivan gets his team up by 2. Clean draw that time. And that's the first draw that Collins has actually lost. Simeon now up to Nisbet. And a big hit that time. I center ice on Kramer on Cam Walter. Here comes Simeon. Simeon's going to find Kramer as Kramer falls down on the fresh sheet of ice. Over in the corner. Some battling going on. Here comes Collins. Here comes Justin Collins. He's got Walter with him, and Collins tries to find him in the middle of the ice. Can't do it. Here comes Kramer. Possible 3-on-2 for the Eagles. And that time Hopkins is going to take control of the puck. Dubé now get it up. Gets it back over to the MC. That's Hopkins. Watkins battling on the far side. Now Shea. Over for Flynn. Flynn now going to get it up to LaRock. Here comes LaRock. He's going to take it wide. If Shea hustles, it'll be a 3-on-2. And Shea's just going to get it down low. Behind the net is LaRock trying to find somebody open. Battling is Duffy. Duffy over to LaRock. LaRock back to Shea. Back to Duffy. Back to LaRock. He's hit hard that time by Harrington. And he saw some numbers in front of Harrington, but no call there. And Shea's going to win that foot race. Harrington going to keep it in. Flynn now trying to get it up to LaRock. LaRock's going to carry it over the neutral ice into Lancer territory. LaRock just throwing on net that time. Casey just deflects it wide, and Doonan tried to get his quick shot at that. But Casey, as he's done all game, has shut the door. 9 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the third period. A big second goal by Tom Sullivan, a junior from Burlington. Here comes Lawrence. He's just going to leave it for Philippe, battling over there with Fiend. Now he's going to be a foot race. Here comes Kaiser Ray, and Chulo is going to beat him, but he got back up from Fiend, and Fiend tried to get a backhand shot off, and I believe that's going to be a hooking call on Matthew Chula, the junior from Stoneham, Massachusetts. I apologize, that is not Chula that's going to the box. I thought it was. It's going to be Jack Adams, and we do hear a lot of yelling, I believe, from the Lancer side, as I can't imagine it would be BC High arguing that their opponent would be getting a power play. Jack Adams is in the box with 9:02 remaining in the third period. Collins, now he's going for 6 for 7 on face-offs wins for MC. Nisbet tries to keep it in, and it's going to be a battle between Shea and Botticelli. And Shula's now trying to keep it in neutral zone ice. Now it's taken out by Ian Koppelis. Ian Koppelis will dump it down.
Number 2, Jack Adams at 5:58 of the third.
Here comes Shea. Shea's now going to get it up to number 2, Billy Roach. Roach going to take it in. He's going to put it behind the net. Roach regains it in the corner, gets it up for Shea. Shea may have an opportunity there as Kramer absorbs a nice hit that time by Shula. And that time, Shula and Kramer battling with each other, no call. I think it was a good no call. Refs just letting the boys play. Here comes up for Witowski. Witowski now loses control, then regains control as he dumps in a great 4-second penalty kill by Jake Witowski. Here comes Riley. He's gonna gain some speed. Riley gonna take it wide. He's been battling with Cam Walton. Riley cuts to the middle, loses the puck. And now Harrington now regains it in the corner there, but Riley ends up on his stick and just sauces it to Kaiser, and Kaiser gets a good shot up, but a great save by Casey. Now that's to the point. Kaiser's gonna go for it again. That time is blocked by Harrington, and Harrington's gonna clear it out. Here comes Philippe. Philippe, a one-on-one with Dubai, and the freshman just picks his pocket and absorbs a pretty frustrated Philippe. Now Philippe's gonna get it in. We're gonna have offsides. As some jibber-jabber going on with Philippe and the ref saying that Goldstein wasn't offsides. 7:14 remaining in the third period. Goals scored by Matthew Philippe in the second period and Tom Sullivan with about 12 minutes remaining in the third. Taking the draws now at Nick Botticelli. And Kramer. Now stumped in BC High zone. Flynn. Tough time controlling that one on the boards. Flynn takes a whack from Jack Adams, who just got out of the box. He almost just went back in if he connected. Now it's back up to the point of Shula. Good job keeping it in. Slaps it on net. That time blocked by Kramer. Here comes Murphy. Murphy tries to get it up, but that time was blocked by Brandon White. And kept in that time by Murphy. Marshall now absorbs a big hit from Shula. Battling with Kramer. Marshall tries to go back door on it, and Casey just picks it up with his glove. Kyle Casey from Boxford, Massachusetts has shut the door for 2.5 periods as he has played very well, as has Brandon Payson. Some tough breaks for Brandon down there. I'm sure he's a little frustrated, but he's played one heck of a game. Now Kaiser Ray trying to play it. Fiend, a little whiff on that one, and now it's regained, and this time Goldstein tries to get it out. Here comes Collins. Collins will regain control. Here comes Collins. Nice little nifty move, tries to dangle, and he's picked by Kaiser Ray, and now it's getting it up to Fiend. Fiend, possible 3-on-2. He's going to take it wide. That time broken up by Patrick Harrington. And Fiend goes down. He's slow to get up on that one, on that hit by Harrington. Here comes Collins. He's going to wind up, and that shot's going to go wide. Here comes Fiend. And he's just going to race for the puck and absorb a shot. Now it's all the way in MC zone as Fiend almost went to the MC bench. Shea across to Flynn. Flynn now up for Kaiser Ray, looking for an opening, looking for somebody with speed, and he's just going to throw it and dump it in. Played behind the net by Casey. Casey backhands it off, but at that time is blocked by Riley. Philippe now across ice. He's going to find Witowski. Witowski looking for his buddy Goldstein to go to the net. And now it's regained by Duffy that time, and now Duffy loses the puck. Regained control by Flynn. He's going to take it around the net. He's going to stop, look for somebody open. finds his partner, Schiffman absorbs a hit, can't get it out. And now it's just across the net now into the near corner. And just a blind backhand regained by Philippe. And Philippe looking for an opening. He's got some points open. Philippe over to Yankopoulos, over to Schuler with just a quick slap shot there. And that's going to be controlled by Pazant. So with 4:42 remaining, we have Malden Catholic 2, BC High nothing. And that time is won by Kramer. Kramer's going to wrap it around the boards over to Billy Roach. Adams now, little give and go between his centerman and almost a tip-in right there to make it 3-0. Here comes Nisbet. Nisbet trying to take him wide. Looking for Kramer out front. Kramer tries to dangle. Is it in? It's still loose. Rebound deflected wide. Shea now has it at the point. He's just going to throw it at the cage. Rebound. It goes across the net. I believe that was also went right across the crease. Billy Roach going to play it. He's going to give it over to Shea. Shea looking for somebody open. And that's just tipped that time by Kramer. And now it's down all the other end of the ice, and we're going to have icing, or it's going to be waved off. We're going to have Botticelli battling with Dubé, excuse me. And this time it gets it up for Harrington. Harrington's going to dump it in. Dubé plays the puck. And he's going to dish it off to Shea. And now you have Fiend. Up for Kaiser Ray. Kaiser Ray is going to get a shot, and that's going to be deflected and out of play. 3:28 remaining. I'm wondering if Flaherty here would take advantage of just a timeout. Rest his forwards, but I guess he's going to take a chance and maybe wait till the clock's down to a little, maybe 1 minute to play. Nice pinch that time by Flynn. Going to get a shot that's blocked. And Goldstein's going to get the puck. He's going to get it and dish it to Collins. Collins over to Harrington. Harrington soft up the boards to White. White absorbs a hit. And Harrington flips it up off the glass again. Here comes Cam Walter. Cam Walter off the boards. And that time it's going to be brought back in Lancer's zone. Justin Collins, I've been calling his name all game. He's played one heck of a game as well, especially on the faceoff. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. We're going to get a change by both squads here as the puck's all the way down in the Lancer end. Harrington up for Witowski. Witowski winds up for a slap, and that's going to hit Shea's foot. And another rebound by Philippe, and that's also going to hit the other BCI player's foot, LaRock, as Shea is slow to get up. And we hope he's all right. You don't want to see one of BC High's top defensemen, and arguably the top defenseman in the state, take a shot like that. But he got up on his own, and I think he's just going to be working out the kinks for him. Anyway, shot that's just wide as Ian Murphy will now flip it out. That hits the ceiling, and we're going to have a stoppage of play. 2:29 remaining in the third period. 2-0. Malden Catholic Lancers on goals for Matthew Philippe in the second period and Tom Sullivan in the third. A good win there over by LaRock over Philippe. Now battling in the corner. You have Flynn hitting Philippe, and I believe Flynn came up high with an elbow. I saw that one from here, so that doesn't look good with BC High with 2:20 left and taking a penalty. As Malden Catholic will be on the power play, up 2-0. And the assistant coach, I'm not sure who it is. I don't know if it's Roach or McDonald, but he's having some fun with a coach from, or with a ref. In any event, Lawrence takes a quick shot. Billy Roach tries to get it off, and Kramer just ices it. And Donnelly in the corner, right out in front of the net. That can't happen. Casey's got to be a little careful. He's played a heck of a game. Here comes Philippe. He's going to take it wide. Philippe going to stop. Gets it around to Goldstein. Billy Roach picks his pocket. Minute and 39 left to play. Harrington going to keep it in. He's going to slap and try to get the tip just wide of the net. Witowski now going to backhand it in. Stop that time by Dubé. Philippe now. Philippe up top to Harrington. Harrington over to Witowski. Good movement here by the Lancers. 1:19 remaining. And we may, as Pazant knocked his net off, but was able to fix it himself. And there's Ryan Shea back on the ice. That's good to see. And now we have Fiend now. Fiend, he's going to absorb a big hit from Harrington. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Malden Catholic up by 2. And that time is tried to be kept in by Schiffman. As here comes Shea. And just had save that time by Brandon Pazant. Almost a rebound. And almost 3-0 that time. Down in the corner, Schiffman now will get it up for Shea. Shea stops. 30 seconds remaining. Shea now up for Kramer. Now over for Fiend. Fiend, he's going to get a shot off, saved by Casey. LaRocque with a shot, and that's blocked. And we have a stoppage of play. I believe the net's off. It's Mornings. 17 seconds remaining. The puck will be just outside the zone. So it is looking pretty good here for the Lancers as they're looking to improve to 12-0-2 and 6-0-2 in the league. Kramer now just going to take it, dump it in. Doonan just going to try to throw it out in front of the net. 7 seconds. 5 seconds, and down to 3 seconds as the puck is deflected up into the netting. I'd like to thank MyHockeyLive for making this happen, and Stereo Video, as well as Friends of Malden Catholic Hockey, Sullivan Tire, and the book 16. As the few seconds will wind down here as Malden Catholic remains undefeated at 12-0-2, 6-0-2 in the Catholic Conference, and BC High will now fall to 11-4-3. And I was just been informed that with that victory, Malden Catholic is the Catholic Conference champs for the 2014 and 2015 season. Goals, so the recap of the scoring summary came at the middle of the second period by Matthew Philippe. No surprise there, as I said it 3 times, the captain, Linfield native, getting on the board at 1-0. And then in the third period, Tom Sullivan, a junior from Burlington, Massachusetts, on the assist from Austin Goldstein and Pat Harrington, and that was it. There was no more scoring. There was great chances on both teams. Kyle Casey, a sophomore from Boxford, Massachusetts, played extremely well for the Lancers and getting his team to Catholic Conference title. So once again, I'd like to thank MyHockeyLive.com. Go on there and watch all of Massachusetts high school hockey games. I'd also like to thank Friends of Malden Catholic and Sullivan Tire for the sponsors and the book 16. I'm Matt O'Brien representing Stereo Video. One last final time. Malden Catholic 2, Boston College High School nothing. Malden Catholic is now the Catholic Conference champions. Thanks for watching.